Welcome to Unity of Tucson. How is everyone this glorious Mother's Day? You feel good? I'm Reverend Dr. Jonathan Zenz. I'm the senior minister here, and we're here to have a good time today. So if you feel like you want to move your body to our opening song, you are welcome to do so. Shall we do this? Yeah.
Do it.
You know what? I know the truth about you. I feel the power within you. I know that love surrounds you. Everything is all right. I know the truth about you. I see the light within you. Just let it shine on brightly. Everything is all right. I see you dripping with abundance and ease. I see you enjoying the life you please. Playful at work and creative at play. I see you in gratitude every day, and I say, I know the truth about you. I feel the power within you. I know that love surrounds you. Everything is all right. I know the truth about you. I see the light within you. Just let it shine on brightly. Everything is all right.
I know the dreams of your heart want to fly. It's time to spread our wings and give it a try. The love you give, you know you're bound to receive. Your good can only grow the more you believe. Come on now.
I know the truth about you. I feel the power within you. I know that love surrounds you. Everything is all right. I know the truth about you. I see the light within you. Just let it shine on brightly. Everything is all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Your biggest self can't be denied. You've got no place to hide because I know the truth about you. I feel the power within you. I know that love surrounds you. Everything is all right. I know the truth about you. I see the light within you. Just let it shine on brightly. Everything is all right. I know the truth about you. I feel the power within you. I know that love surrounds you. Everything is all right. I know the truth about you. I see the light within you. Just let it shine on brightly. Everything is all right.
Yeah. Oh, that's a lovely way to start the day. Once again, welcome to Unity of Tucson. We are a spiritual community here to celebrate love, to celebrate life, to celebrate light, to celebrate all the attributes of the divine, which are the attributes of each and every one of us. Our purpose here at Unity of Tucson is to provide a safe, loving, and inclusive space where all people can explore the principles of new thought in order to master spiritual understanding, to find personal purpose, and to develop a spiritual path. If you so desire, it's entirely up to you what you would like to do with the information that you receive here, because you may not believe everything you hear today. I say that every single week. And then Laura always says, I do. But you may not, except for Laura, you may not believe everything you hear today. And I think it's an important thing to be able to look at our beliefs, hear information, and determine, am I in alignment with that information or not? Because the master teacher, Jesus, said, it is done unto you as you believe. And so what we are encouraging everyone to do is to go on an exploration of your belief system. So if something does butt up against your belief system here today, you get to decide what to do with it. I'm not here to tell you what to believe. I'm not here to tell you what to think. I'm here to invite you into an understanding of a philosophy that I found works for me. And so I want to share it with the world. And if you're in alignment with that, awesome. Now, we do also have a vision and a mission here at Unity of Tucson. Hi. It's all the lovely women there on that side of the stage. And our lovely band and musicians on this side of the stage. I feel so well supported up here, and I'm grateful. We do have a vision and a mission here at Unity of Tucson, and I would love for us first to say out loud these words of our vision statement. Here they are. We envision a world awakened to its magnificence. And the vision is a way we may choose to see the world. The mission are steps we can take to allow that vision to come into expression. So let's say these words of our mission statement together. Love only, forgive everything, remember who you are. Just take that in for a moment. Love only, forgive everything, remember who you are. Just see how that resonates with you today. Perhaps it's a little different than if you've heard it before. If this is your first time hearing it, what comes up for you in feeling around that? Just be aware. Just be aware. If you're joining us for the first time today, I want to extend a special welcome to you. Let me first acknowledge and say hello to anyone who may be joining us online for the first time. If you're watching online, whether live on a Sunday morning, on this Sunday morning, or if you're watching at another time in the archive, the video archive, it is a delight to share this time with you. And if you go to unitytucson.com/connect, you can fill out some information there and we can keep this conversation going. Once again, welcome, grateful to have you here. And if you're visiting us in the room for the first time today, as you were coming in, you may have been invited to receive a gift at our welcome table. And if you did not receive that gift, you can pick it up at the completion of the celebration today. But there's something else that we would like to share with you. And so, if you are comfortable with identifying yourself as someone who's joining us for the first time today, would you either raise your hand or stand up so we can welcome you? Is there anyone here for the first time today? Welcome. Grateful to have you here. Thank you so much. Thank you for shining your light. Now, we have this to share with you. Shall we let them know what it is we know about them? All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. You are magnificent. Yes, you are. And I am so grateful that you shine your light and you're sharing your magnificence with us and with the whole world. And I think it's important that we all understand the nature of our magnificence because we are all magnificent, every single one of us. It's the truth. At least that's how I see it. And so I think we should exclaim for ourselves this affirmation. Let's say this together. I am magnificent. How does that feel? Yeah, let's do it one more time. Here we go. I am magnificent. Yes, yes, yes. Whew, it's a good day. Woo, yeah. I do sometimes think also, I say this occasionally, if this is your first time, this is me. Yes, I am a little off the wall. And yeah, that's what you're going to get. So there we are. But in the meantime, I think we should celebrate the faith traditions, the religious paths, and the spiritual ideologies that exist all across the world, because that is one thing that we stand for here, an understanding that each and every spiritual tradition is rooted, I think, in love. And so we celebrate all of them through a ceremony that we've adopted here called Lighting the Flames of Faith. It is guided every week by our Keepers of the Flames, and this week's Keepers of the Flames are Laura Cass and my mother, Lynn Peterson. Happy Mother's Day.
So, he has 2 other mothers here, though. Well, at least we've announced it before. Okay. So it's myself and Mary Alls. Yes. Hey, Mary. You can join the club, anyone who wants to. All right. Just have to tease you. All right. Whew. We light a candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light a candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous people, the way of primal spirituality. We light a candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light a candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light a candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the 4 noble truths and the path of compassion. We light a candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light a candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to divine love as the highest calling. We light a candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light a candle for all forms of new thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. We light a candle for all those who are as yet unaware of the power and presence of Spirit in their lives, and for the space that we are holding for them, and for all faith traditions unnamed in this ceremony. The final candle is the healing candle. It represents the revealing of the divinity at the core of all experience. This is your candle for whatever is in your mind and heart that requires the light.
Thank you, Mother. You're welcome. And thank you, Mother. If you're new to our community, you may have noticed this candle, which is consistently illuminated. This is the peace candle, and we keep it consistently illuminated with the idea that it represents the consistent illumination of peace that is at the core of our hearts. And as each and every one of us individually allows our inner peace to inform our thoughts, our actions, our intentions, our deeds, our interactions, our relationships, that right where we are, each and every one of us is creating a more peaceful experience in this world. Peace begins right where we are. And so let's honor that understanding by stating out loud together as a community this prayer for world peace. Divine love indwells each person and radiates from one to another. Harmony is established and peace reigns in the world. Each week it is a delight to share the wisdom of our prayer chaplain corps, and each week we invite a prayer chaplain to join us to present a reading, to guide us in our monthly affirmation, and also to guide us in prayer. Here to do just that today is Sue Oliver.
Hi, everyone. Happy Mother's Day, wherever you are with that this day. How many of you have heard of that book, Are You My Mother? It's like children's book. I decided to get a reading by Tasha Silver, wrote the book, Outrageous Openness, Letting the Divine Take the Lead. And here's what Tasha says about Are You My Mother? She says, years ago, I became fascinated by an adorable book called Are You My Mother? It's the tale of a baby bird searching the world for its home, if you remember that. She says, I wasn't exactly part of the target audience of teething toddlers, but because I live at the mercy of an endlessly metaphorical mind, the book held an unexpected appeal. As a lover of the divine feminine, I read it as a story of the goddess glimmering in everything, whether it's Guadalupe, Durga, Lakshmi, Kuan Yin, or what in India would be known reverently as the Shakti. I can't help but love the mother. I thought, now most of us run from spot to spot, perhaps unconsciously seeking her everywhere. We restlessly scan the world saying, is this my destination? Can I lay my burden down now? Am I safe? Can I finally let go? Yet some part of us knows that no person or place in this galaxy of impermanence can ever fully give that refuge. Everything comes and goes, even that which feels the most familiar. All eventually melts back into the ocean of existence, like the incandescent, multicolored sands of the mandalas. Amidst the endless phantasmagoria of change, it's possible to learn to rest upon the divine like a life raft in deep water. From the one, all things emanate. To the one, all things return. Rather than cling to each individual illusion of safety, the mind can learn to find the divine and her protection in every situation. It's tempting to try to make a particular job, livelihood, or relationship our salvation, and then we quickly become attached to whatever we grip the most. But when you make the divine your source, you move through life with an ease and lightness, with an open hand. You allow whatever wishes to come, and whatever wishes to go. Every pain and loss has an odd kind of providence. So everything and everyone can indeed become your mother. So we have a monthly affirmation. The theme this month of May is creativity. And the affirmation, thank you, Elizabeth Quinn Worrell. I will say it once, just let it kind of wash over you, and then we'll repeat it together twice. Sound good? I center myself in divine source and allow the infinite flow of creativity to express through my thoughts and actions. Okay, together. I center myself in divine source and allow the infinite flow of creativity to express through my thoughts and actions. And one more time. I center myself in divine source and allow the infinite flow of creativity to express through my thoughts and actions.
As we begin to prepare ourselves for the practice of prayer, I invite you to relax right where you are and allow this centering song to take you on a journey of allowing, a journey of opening. And here to share our centering song is our guest today, Anna Mello.
I am one with the heart of the mother. I am one with the heart of love. I am one with the heart of the Father. I am one of God. I am one with the heart of the mother. I am one with the heart of love. I am one with the heart of the Father. I am one of God. I am one with the heart of the mother. I am one with the heart of love. I am one with the heart of the Father. I am one of God.
Let me remember.
I am one with the heart of the Father. I am one with the heart of love. I am one with the heart of the Father. I am one of God.
Let me remember.
With the heart of the mother.
Let me remember.
I am one with the heart of
Let me
love.
remember.
I am one with the heart of the Father. I am one of God. I am one with the heart of the mother.
And so this is our time to remember, right here and now. Acknowledge the one power and presence, so many names, Mother, Father, God, Spirit, love, so many qualities, peace, joy, connection, healing, prosperity, flow, and so much more. And in this moment, I remember that I am one with the divine, I am one with this source, and I know this to be the truth of all beloveds here in presence, watching live or archived, wherever we are. God is, we are. And so I celebrate this Mother's Day. I celebrate the creativity that arrived with each one of you here as we connect in this thing called life, this wonderful presence and power of the divine. And so I just let this space be. I give great thanks that there's nothing we need to do here. Just let go, let God, let it all be. And I gratefully know that it is most certainly so. And so it is. Amen.
with the heart of the Father. I am one of God. I am one with the heart of the Mother. I am one with the heart of God. I am one with the heart of the Father. I am one of God.
Thank you. You shouldn't have put that away. By the way, it is always a delight when our guest comes to visit us. She lives a distance away down in Sierra Vista, so we get to see her once in a while, but she's a constant part of this community and always is willing to share her musical talents. So here, with our featured song today, please do welcome Anna Mello.
Thank you. All right, we're going to create. Keep creating. Yeah. Feel free to get up and move if you want to. Yeah, you can clap too. I am creating my highest good. These doors are opening like they should. I am creating a better life. I wake up every day and everyone is nice. 'Cause I believe it, I see it, and then before I know it, my world suddenly will show it. I am creating my highest good. As I take new roads, it's understood. I am creating my happiness. I try to catch it all as it goes flying past. 'Cause I believe it, I see it, and then before I know it, my world suddenly will show it. I am creating, I am creating, I am creating my highest good. I am creating, I am creating, I am creating my highest good. Creating my highest good. I'm doing much more than I ever thought I would. I am creating a better space. I know I'm always in my right and perfect place. 'Cause I believe it, I see it, and then before I know it, my world suddenly will show it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am creating, I am creating, I am creating my highest good. I am creating, I am creating, I am creating my highest good. I am creating, I am creating, I am creating my highest good. I am creating, I am creating, I am creating my highest good.
Yeah. Anna Mello. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. Oh. Yeah. So, what's coming up for me today? After that, I'm going to tell you. Actually, I will tell you what happened. This was one of those mornings where, if you know my habit, on Sunday mornings, and a lot of people think that I'm crazy for doing this, but on Sunday mornings, I get up at 4:30 in the morning, I pull myself together, and I'm here usually between 5 and 5:30, and that's when I sit down and I actually write whatever it is that's coming through me to be said that day. Today, I woke up an hour late. I felt a little rushed to get here. I sat down, and it was this morning, it was just like, yeah, I got nothing. I got nothing. Beryl just said 20 minutes and nothing. But you know what? Here's the thing I love. Is that if I allow myself to relax and think that, and remind myself that I'm not the one doing the work, then it all begins to flow. And that's the nature of creativity. That's the nature of creativity. If we are willing to give over and allow, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And it can happen right in this moment. And it is not lost on me that this is Mother's Day. And talk about the ultimate creation, because you have to give into it, don't you? I'm looking at my mom. Because when it's all happening, you have to give into it. You have to allow it to do its work, right? Yes. Yes. Yeah. Just in case you didn't hear that online, she said, yes, and you were a big baby. I did ask for that. Yeah. Oh, so this is one of the things I really love about life, is that it constantly demonstrates that it wants to happen. Life wants to happen. And it wants to happen by means of everything. Not just you and me, it wants to happen by means of everything. But sometimes we get in the way of allowing that unfolding life to happen beautifully, easily, and effortlessly because we think we know better. I know I've mentioned this in the past. I take a trip to Hawaii almost every year. I'm actually not going this year. I'm not going on my sacred retreat that I've been going on for the last decade. I typically take a trip to Hawaii every single year to go on a sacred retreat, and I do all kinds of sacred activities while I'm there. And there was this one activity I did many, many years ago where we were walking to this location called the Stone Dam. And if you are familiar with the island of Kauai, the Stone Dam, when you get down there, it's like you're in the Shire in Lord of the Rings. It is an absolutely tranquil, beautiful place with flowing water, and it's just glorious, absolutely glorious. And I remember we were hiking to get there, and I looked up and I saw this tree that had fallen over. This tree that had fallen over, and I thought, oh, that's the nature of life. Trees fall over. Trees, meet their maker, just like we all will at some point. But what I loved about this is that right along the trunk of that tree were not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 branches that were growing up that were deciding that they were going to become 5 new trees. So while this tree had fallen, it was a reminder to me, life wants to happen. Life wants to happen as it gives rise to new growth. It was absolutely glorious. I mean, do you ever see flowers growing in like sidewalk cracks? I love that. I love that. I mean, how many things have you seen growing in places that were less than hospitable or supportive to that growth, or we would think were less than hospitable or supportive to that growth? The desert. So when I moved back here, I was born and raised in Tucson. When I moved back here, I brought my Canadian husband with me. And when we talked about moving to Tucson, he said to me, well, I don't know about the desert. I said, well, okay. He said, because I'm used to, I'm used to like 4 seasons and snow and fall and summer and spring, and I like the cycles of that. And I said, well, you'll get that. He didn't believe me. The first time he visited Tucson, he finished that trip and he said, I thought it was going to be all rocks and sand dunes, but it is so lush here. I said, yeah. Yeah. Life wants to happen. Life wants to happen. What all of this tells me is that the tendency of everything is growth. And the tendency of everything is that it doesn't have to try growing. The grass doesn't have to try to grow. It just grows. It just does its perfect thing. I spent this past week with visitors from Canada. Among them was a 2-year-old. She's trying to grow. She wants to be big, you know? I'm like, just be who you are. Just be who you are. And then she demonstrated she is exactly who she is all week. But how many of us might still be holding on to that little child in us that is trying to grow? We're trying to grow in our spirituality. We're trying to grow in who we think we should be, forgetting that who we should be is exactly who we are right here and right now. When and where did we learn that growing should be a challenge? I learned that at some point. I've got to go through the rough times to get to the other side so that I can experience the glory of life. I learned that somewhere. I don't hold to that paradigm any longer in my life. And then I do things, like thinking that perhaps my best growth will be done by walking 500 miles on the Camino de Santiago. So I then decide that I need to start looking at what is my mental tendency? What is my mental tendency? Is my mental tendency to give in to the inherent growth that is the creative nature flowing through me, or is it to be in the challenge of it all? Perhaps it is time for me to find greater resiliency, just like the flowers and the trees, by giving in and allowing, and knowing that every choice I make is a choice that is in support of that idea. So I'm speaking for myself. I don't know about you. Our capacity to choose is a great gift. It is a great gift, this capacity to choose, and it can be a challenge if we let it be. The great gift in our capacity to choose. The great gift in our capacity to choose, yeah, I can roll with it. The great gift in our capacity to choose is that we are the expression of infinite creativity and receptivity. We are an infinite cycle of receiving, of giving, of being in the flow. That's the gift, if we're willing to give in to the gift. The challenge can be when we decide to kink the hose, stop the flow. And we can always choose to not choose, which is a choice. Think about it. If we choose to not choose, that's a choice. And we will be giving in oftentimes to what is below the level of awareness that wants to unfold. And those aspects below the level of awareness are oftentimes seeds that were planted that are not in service to our highest and best expression. And so part of this philosophy is about allowing ourselves, Sherry's going to come up and swap out a microphone. I'm going to keep talking while Sherry does this. Now I'm like, what was I saying? Here's the thing. Those seeds can sometimes get planted, oftentimes in our childhood, that are we ready to try this out? Okay. That are not in alignment with the most expansive expression we can be, because we've just adopted them unknowingly. Yes, okay. I am so grateful and blessed by the tech crew here, who do absolutely extraordinary work. And the nice thing is, sometimes those things happen. The thing about the tech crew is, if they're doing their work, you don't notice it. And they are doing their work, sometimes even when you do notice it, like in the instance of that. So sometimes we're allowing that to grow within us, which is not in service to our highest and best. But here's the good news, is that if we are willing to open up to the awareness of what is happening in our lives and understanding what we think about what is happening in our lives, then we are empowered to do something about it. That's the gift. That's the gift. But how long will we continue to allow ourselves to be subject to all the stuff out there? Because when I allow myself to find the center of love in my own heart, when I allow myself to become quiet and open and aware, what I find is infinite divinity, is infinite creativity. And that then becomes a tendency in mind. And it means that I'm no longer subject to the collective tendency that is outside the self. And we are oftentimes subject to a collective tendency outside the self if we are not allowing ourselves to be open and aware of the manner in which we allow our lives to unfold. And what if we decided, now here's the thing, we are powerful beyond measure. Do you believe that? And the rest of you? We are infinitely powerful expressions of the divine. I love that. And collectively, we are infinitely powerful to the power of the collective. Wow. And here's what sometimes happens. The collective supports an idea that is not in support of magnificence. That happens sometimes. What if we individually decided we wanted to change that collective tendency in mind? Do you know that you are the power that can make that shift happen? One of my favorite quotes of all time is a quote of Ernest Holmes when he said, the quote that is coming to mind right now. Something threw me off today. I think it's the microphones. One alone in consciousness with the infinite constitutes a complete majority. That's you. One alone in consciousness with the infinite constitutes a complete majority. You are the whole expression of the infinite. The wholeness of you is an expression of the infinite. So if you decide you want to change the collective tendency of our community to something that is more supportive of the community and no longer rooted in the ideas that we have to suffer or that we have to beat other people down for our good, then you are empowered to do so, because one alone in consciousness with the infinite constitutes a complete majority. And you know what that infinite nature is? That infinite nature is love. So what will you choose for your tendency to be? I choose in every moment to let it be aligned with love, which, by the way, is the default state of the infinite creative source, God. That is its default state. The law of mind action, when I make that choice, the law of mind action acts accordingly, just like the flowers in the cracks of the asphalt or the tree in Hawaii, or wherever I choose to be, where I open my eyes and I see it all magnificently exploding forth with life, as life. There's a great thing that I'm really interested in, and that is the James Webb Telescope is peering into the atmospheres of other planets to determine whether or not there actually is life in other planets, because so far we haven't found it, but they're getting closer to making an announcement, I think, to say there must be life on this other planet. We're not it, folks. We like to think we are. We're not it. There's a universe and possibly even a multiverse of life that is unfolding itself. That is God's nature. That is God's nature, to spring forth and express life. And this nature is like a mother's love. It is unconditional. It is absolutely unconditional. Life, love, it wants to happen by means of each and every one of us and all creation. Will you choose to be in alignment with that today? Yeah? That's what I'm going to choose. That's what I've decided. This law of mind action supports only yes. Did you know that? It can't say no to you. It can't say no. Ooh, that's a powerful thing to know. Because I know that as I utilize the law of mind action, my individualization of mind, of the divine, my individualization of God, being of God, means that everything in my life, oh gosh, turns out to be my responsibility. But the good news is responsibility does not mean blame. It means that I am empowered in this moment to change course, to change direction, to allow my life to unfold magnificently as love. The law of mind action supports only yes, and I encourage us all to get rid of our bloated nothingness, get the bloating nothingness out of the way of the divine circuits, that's Emerson, by the way, and allow that inherent love to create without thinking there's any compulsion to make it happen. We don't need to compel love to happen. We just need to be open to the love. We need to be open to the light. We need to be open to the expression of whole life. So perhaps we get a little too deeply hung up in this philosophy on this idea of change your thinking, change your life, because to me sometimes that sounds like I must compel myself to change my thinking so that I can change my life. Let's lighten it up. Let's make it easier. Because if we start to believe that changing our thought must be hard, then guess what? The law of mind action says, yes, it must be hard. You will experience hardship in this activity of changing your thinking to change your life. What if we decided that it was easy? Like one person, yay! It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't. I'm choosing for it to be easy and lighthearted and fun. One of the first things we need to do in order to do this is to let ourselves off the hook for anything that has preceded this moment. Whoa. Do you have a willingness to let yourself off the hook? Yeah. Because if we don't let ourselves off the hook, if we keep bringing the past into our present, what happens is we fall back on what are oftentimes detrimental, habitual tendencies in mind. Those are impressed upon this law of mind action, which is the infinite consciousness of God, and it is flowing forth saying yes in our lives to everything. I am a magnificent being of light. Yes. I am always well provided for. Yes. I never get the breaks. Yeah. Oh. But here's the thing. If that is your tendency in mind, the law is saying yes. That's what's happening. So if there's something that you want to change, if there is something that you want to shift, let yourself off the hook for whatever has happened in the past and be gentle with yourself, just like a mother's love. You are in charge. And today, the encouragement is to set your path in motion so that none of that stuff has any bearing on who you are now or ever moving forward. You are not a victim to circumstances. You are not. You can allow yourself to be a victim to circumstances, but I'm here to tell you, you are not a victim to circumstances. There's nothing in the world of circumstance that has any weight or bearing on you except to the degree that you allow it to have. And I choose no longer to be a victim to circumstances. That was hard last year when I was walking the Camino, because I could very easily have given up on day 5 when my ankles blew up and swole and I thought, I don't think I'm going to be able to walk. That's allowing my mind to take over and say, you are allowing yourself to be a victim to the stuff, the circumstances. But I knew that what was mine to do was to relax, to allow the body to do exactly what it needed to do for a day, heal, and to know that I had every right to continue on. You are the catalyst for a change in your life. You. This is the nature of love as you, that you are a catalyst for whatever it is you would like to experience. And I think that the more we simplify, the more we allow ourselves to decide to be simple in stating our requirements, the more we allow the change to happen easily. And I feel into that change. I feel it. I allow the energy of that desire to wash over me. And if an erroneous thought arises in that experience, then what I can do is I can relax. I can recognize and I can rethink, and it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be hard. You are the embodiment of intelligence. Infinite intelligence is the expression that has allowed itself to be transformed and expressed by means of you. Relax in that knowing. Relax in knowing that you are the embodiment of intelligence, the seat of infinite creation, the outflow of love's inflow upon itself. You are in charge of your life. And then I want to talk a little bit about the divine faculty of imagination. Let the divine faculty of imagination, fueled by the energy of love, which is the creative power, invite a new idea regardless of any past effect. You can grow anew wherever you may find yourself, even if you find yourself in the cracks. You can grow anew. There is no power in the effect in which you find yourself. There is only power in your mind, the causative, creative agent for everything in your life. And the encouragement is to look upon all effects with the knowledge that you are empowered to change them if you so desire. Change is possible. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to conceive of anything different. I want you to really hear that. Change is possible. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to conceive of something different. Rethink. Set your mind aright. You decide. Find a spiritual truth within you. The infinite spiritual truth that I think I'm encouraging us all to find today is this: love is the answer. And it doesn't really matter what the question is. Love is the answer. A year ago yesterday, I arrived in Leon. I was more than halfway through my Camino pilgrimage, and I met up with my friend Bill. I know you hear about Bill quite often because he was a constant figure in my Camino experience. And we met up, we had lunch, had a glass of wine. We're walking along the streets of the center part of the city. And we ran into some people that he had met the day prior. One of them was this woman named Wendy. And we had a long chat, almost an hour we were there on, in the road. I was going to say in the roadway. It sounds like we're in the middle of traffic. They're all walking paths. And she became really intrigued with the fact that I was a minister and a New Thought minister, because she didn't really understand New Thought. And we had this long post, and she said, I came on this journey because I was seeking something. I don't know what I was seeking, but I figured I would probably have some sort of spiritual awakening. And then she reflected this to me later. She said she heard what she needed to hear that was the moment of her transformation. When I said to her that what changed my experience of life was that I stopped believing in God and I started believing as God. And she followed up with this question: what is God? I said, God is the essence of pure love. That's it. God is the essence of pure love. So stop believing in God and start believing as the essence of pure love. Peace and blessings. You are magnificent. So in my tardiness today, Sherry, who is our glorious stage manager every Sunday, was prepping the slideshow, and she said, "Is there a slide for this week's home practice?" And I said, "Oops, I forgot." There's a lot of language here, a lot of words. I invite you to just hear them, take them, let them wash over you. This will be posted on the video archive page of our website by the end of today. So the home practice this week is this. Every morning, upon waking up, ask yourself this question: what am I expecting today? What am I expecting today? And I want you to write down the answer. So keep a notepad next to your bed. What am I expecting today? And then there are some follow-up questions to this. Ask yourself, am I being honest with myself? Is this what I want to experience? And what would be the most productive expectation for my day? And see what plays out. If you do this every single day, you're going to set the tone of love forth in your life in a magnificent way, I think. You get to decide what you think. I'm going to invite us all to relax right where we are. And if there's any kernel of an idea of truth that has washed over you that you can allow to be present in your mind, I invite you to do so here and now. Whatever has resonated with your soul that says, yes, this is usable, and I choose to allow it to be used by me as me, because I am that which is. I am the essence of pure love. And I choose to believe as the essence of pure love. God is, I am, right here, right now, right here, right now. God is, I am. God is, I am. Right here, right now, right here, right now. God is, I am. I invite you into the practice of prayer with me. If it's safe and comfortable, you're welcome to close your eyes, allowing the self to turn the attention to the inner life, that seat of all creation, opening up to the realization that right there, the essence of pure love is expanding and flowing forth into expression, and that expression is each and every one of us. For there is no separation. There is only this infinite divine source. There is only this infinite divine power. There is God and nothing else. And this is who and what we are. This is our identity. There is no aspect of our beingness that is not wholly divine. God is, I am, right here, right now, as we all are. And so I lay claim in this moment to the creative power of the divinity within, to flow forth into expression in my life. And I call upon it to express in the lives of each and every one of us, to know that there is magnificence always unfolding, rooted in that infinite nature of love, that God is doing its perfect work by means of each and every one of us. And I open up to an allowing to let it. Free of any past ideas, I trust in the flow of goodness. I trust in the flow of light. I trust in the flow of magnificence, knowing that even if I feel like I am compressed in the asphalt cracks, that I can spread my blossom forth. And so, with gratitude and appreciation for this understanding, I simply let it be. I let it be so, and affirm it as so by saying, and so it is. Amen. God is, I am, right here, right now, right here, right now. God is, I would you please join me on the platform? Coming up to the platform is the magnificent and magnificently talented Beryl Varno. Thank you. Yes, who is here too. Would you like this microphone to speak into? Are you good with that one? You don't have to touch it. It's good. It's whatever you want to do.
Good morning and happy Mother's Day. So I was in a cafe a couple of years ago, and I overheard this conversation between three mothers. And, you know, as mothers will do, they were bragging about their children. And the first mother said, a couple years ago, my son knew that on my bucket list was Greece, a trip to Greece. So he took me to Greece. All expenses paid, beautiful experience. All the women were like, oh, that's just wonderful. The second woman said, you know, my son took me and my husband, his parents, with his grandchildren to Disney World. All expenses paid. We were there for a week. We had so much fun because they live far away, and it was so much fun to spend time with the kids. The third woman was sitting there, and she had a little furrow in her brow, and she said, you know, my son has been spending $150 a week for years to go to a therapist, and he only talks about me. You decide. So, life is happening right here at Unity of Tucson, or all these beating hearts would not be in this room right now or online watching us. It is alive, and it is well, and it will continue to thrive. And that is why I'm here today, to invite you to help us to continue to thrive, whether it's through time, treasure, or talent. I am honored to be a member of Unity of Tucson in that I get to participate in all three of the time, treasure, and talent. Thank you. And there are a myriad of ways for giving. Using credit or debit card, that code up there, pointing your phone at that box thing. I never know what it's called. There's also envelopes in the back of the chairs that you can put cash in or a check or your credit card. In any event, we appreciate your giving in whatever capacity it is. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Beryl. As the baskets go around, we're going to sing our giving song. And feel free to stand and move your body if that is something that moves through you.
God is my source, God is my power, and I have everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, 'cause I have everything I need. Love is my source, love is my power, and I have everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, 'cause I have everything I need. Joy is my source, joy is my power, and I have everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, 'cause I have everything I need. Peace is my source, peace is my power, and I have everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, 'cause I have everything I need. God is my source, God is my power, and I have everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, 'cause I have everything I need. Yes, I have everything I need.
Glorious. And here to guide us in the blessing of the offering is our wonderful prayer chaplain, Sherry Hoffman.
Well, let us get all that energy together in our hands and aim it to those beautiful baskets of gifts that have been collected and say together, we bless these gifts and we see these gifts going out and blessing our community and the world. And so it is. Amen.
Thank you so much, Sherry. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here's what's happening at Unity of Tucson.
It's Mother's Day, Sunday, May 12th, 2024, and here's what's happening at Unity of Tucson. Discover your authentic self through the transformative power of performance in Dr. Jonathan's 10-week workshop, Uncovering Your Genius. This workshop empowers participants to express themselves, gain confidence, and explore their innate magnificence in a supportive environment. Join this journey of self-discovery and personal growth where the stage becomes a mirror reflecting your deepest, most authentic self. This class will be meeting Saturdays from 10 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. beginning May 25th. Bears in the Chairs. Now through Father's Day, June 16th, Unity of Tucson will be collecting stuffed teddy bears and other stuffed animals in support of the children involved with the Arizona Department of Child Safety. And for anyone wishing to flex their sewing skills, cloth tote bag kits are available in the bookstore. These donations will be collected in the foyer for delivery to Aviva Children's Services. The Rainbow Lunch Bunch, a monthly gathering of spiritually minded members of the LGBTQIA+ community and allies, meets in the Rainbow Room later today following Sunday service. Bring your lunch and join the Rainbow Lunch Bunch for camaraderie and fun. Finally, join us this coming Wednesday for Soul Flow, a night of gentle yoga followed by expressive free-form dance. Oscar Rodriguez and Sherry Hoffman guide you through the practice beginning at 6 p.m. Soul Flow is offered on a suggested $10 love offering basis. You can find out more about all of our events, classes, and other ways to get involved in our spiritual community by visiting the Desertlight Book and Gift Store or online at unitytucson.com. Have an amazing and magnificent Mother's Day and week.
Yes, indeed. Making her way up to the platform is Carol Wothy, who is here to tell us a little bit more about Bears in the Chairs.
Bears in the Chairs. Does this microphone work?
That microphone works.
Isn't that amazing? You can hear me. Good. Bears in the Chairs. We've been doing this for many years. I've been trying to count. It might be 20 years that we've been doing Bears in the Chairs at this church. And so it's really a tradition. If you're new, you might not know that these bears go to foster children or children in crisis, and the agencies who do that need a supply. The bears need to be new. They shouldn't have anything written on them like the Raiders football team or anything like that. They don't have to be bears. They can be cats, they can be dogs, they can be dinosaurs, they can be lizards, they can be a soft stuffed doll, something like that. Often they go to a child when the parents are in court trying to figure out if anybody's going to be able to take me home and take care of me when I'm 6 years old, that kind of thing. And so a comforting bear. They need to be new and fresh and child ready. So that's good. And along with this, we make bags. And this started a little later than the bears, but it's interesting this year, I've had more than one encounter with previous foster children who have told me how they have felt when they were given a trash bag to put their belongings in at the time that they move. That one, I just can't even tell you about it without being teary-eyed myself, because this little child, here she's handed, she might be 12 years old, but she's handed a trash bag for her things, which she said made me feel like trash. So anyway, we're making these. If you sew, the fabric kits are in the bookstore. Take one, take two, take three, mix and match the way you want. They're not cut to fit, so you might have to trim them down. They're just one drawstring. You can put a pocket on if that's something you want to do. They don't have to have a pocket, and we hope you'll participate. We're doing this for a little shorter time this year, and yet we're hoping for the same result because it's time to get going.
Yes, it is.
Right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carol. I am so grateful for this project that we take part in every single year, and I'm grateful that this was something that I got to inherit when I became the senior minister here a few years ago. I want to say thank you to everybody who made today's celebration so magnificent. I want to say thank you to our keepers of the flames, my mothers, Laura and Lynn, and my real mother, Lynn. Thank you so much. I want to say thank you to Sherry for guiding us in meditation this morning and also in blessing the offering. I want to say thank you to Sue Oliver for guiding us with the reading in our affirmation and also in prayer. Sue and Sherry will be available following the celebration today. If you would like a moment of prayer, you can seek them out here in the sanctuary, and they are delighted to pray with you and for you. There are other ways to engage in our prayer ministry here. If you would like to write out your prayer intention on a slip, there is a box in the lobby that you can drop that slip of paper into and know that it gets prayed over by our entire prayer chaplain team. And all of those are also subsequently sent to Silent Unity, which is Unity Worldwide's Unity's worldwide prayer ministry. That's what I'm trying to say. Yes, so those go to Silent Unity in Kansas City at Unity Village, and they are prayed over for an additional 30 days. So we are very strong in our prayer practice here, and so delighted for that. I want to say thank you to Beryl for guiding us in the sharing today. Thank you so much. And Carol for guiding us in knowing about the bears and the chairs and about making the bags as well. I want to say thank you to our entire hospitality team, including Mark Penterman and Oscar Rodriguez, who I'm sure are in there hard at work preparing Harmony Hall for our fellowship with coffee and some snacks afterwards, so feel free to participate in that. I want to say thank you to our greeters, our ushers, our technical team, Don, Jim, Rowan, and Kyle back there. Thank you so much. And of course, Sherry, who's stepped away, our stage manager, always grateful for her. No, she's right there. Majority of the service, you were right there, and then I didn't see you. You were right there. Sherry, thank you so much. I want to say thank you to this incredible group of musicians, Linda and Raphael and Paul and Aaron, thank you so much. And if you would please stand up and take a bow. Let's hear it for our featured artist today, Anna Mello. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Always a delight to share with you. We will state out loud as a community this closing prayer of divine awareness, which will lead us into our final song, and feel free to move your body on our final song. Thank you for being here. The prayer of divine awareness is this. Let's say this. I am infinite light. I am infinite love. I am infinite power. I am infinite presence. Wherever God is, I am. Wherever I am, God is. And so it is. Amen.
You'll know this song, at least versions of this song. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Gonna let it shine, shine. Everybody, shine, shine. You know you want to shine, shine. All around the world, shine, shine.
Everywhere I go, yeah, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, everywhere I go, yeah, I'm gonna let it shine. Well, everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it
Shine, shine, everybody. Shine, shine. You know you want to shine, shine. All around the world, shine, shine. When there's light in the soul,
When there's light in the soul,
there is beauty in the person.
there is beauty in the person.
When there's beauty in the person,
When there's beauty in the person,
there is harmony in the home.
there is harmony in the home.
When there's harmony in the home,
When there's harmony in the home,
there is honor in the nation.
there is honor in the nation.
When there's honor in the nation,
honor in the nation,
there is peace in the world.
no more living in fear. I'm gonna let it shine. No more living in fear. I'm gonna let it shine. No more living in fear. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let
everybody. Shine, shine. You know you want to. Shine, shine. All around the world. Shine, shine. All our brothers and sisters.
Shine, shine.
You know you want to.
Shine, shine.
Let's all light up the world.
Shine, shine.
Everybody.
Shine, shine.
Make it a magnificent week, everyone.